Hi, everyone. I hope you're well. I just want to take a few moments to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart. Medical research has proven this powerful, and yet they can't explain it. What is it? It's the power of prayer. And although you may not always directly see the answers you want, prayer is incredible. According to the research, it doesn't matter who you're praying to. Doesn't matter if you even know you're being prayed for. Prayer has incredible effects. You see, a few years ago when I dislocated my knee at work and I was going to physical therapy and seeing a doctor for my knee, I recovered really quickly, and I asked the doctor if she believed in prayer, and she told me about these medical journal articles in which not only did they have a whole lot of anecdotal records of people who had been affected by prayer, they had done the research. And the research had shown that even when people didn't know they were being prayed for, they healed quicker, they healed more completely, and they had a lot better outcomes. So you see, even if you don't get the answer that you're expecting when you're expecting it, or the way you're expecting it, prayer is powerful. According to this research, it didn't even matter what faith the person was or people were, just that they were praying. Now, it may not matter physically who you're praying to. It may not matter your motives, why you're praying, or who you're praying for. Prayer is powerful. I will tell you this, though. It does matter spiritually who you're praying to. Now, you may have seen some news recently about a occultic group meeting in Brooklyn to pray against and hex or curse our new Supreme Court justice. You may have heard about witches gathering to what did they call it? To bind President Trump. These are forms of prayer. They are calling on supernatural beings to affect their will or their desires. And there is power in those prayers. However, I want to assure you that Jesus is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And if you're a Christian and you're praying for our leaders as we're commanded to, you don't have to fear. God is in control. And they cannot do, these dark forces cannot do anything that he doesn't allow. How do I know? Well, as many of you know, I was a witch once, and now I'm a Christian. I've seen over and over again the power of prayer from both sides of that fence. And I can assure you, Jesus is Lord. So I'm going to ask you to pray for our leaders as we're commanded to as Christians. Also, I want to speak to I want to speak to those of you who are currently practicing witchcraft. I want you to know that you are loved. That God so loved the whole world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever should call upon the name of the Lord should be saved, shall be saved. And I can tell you that he loves you individually. And if I can be saved, anyone can be saved. My Christian brothers and sisters, I remind you, do not fear. Our God is in control. Love these people still practicing in the occult. Love your distant relatives who may be involved in the occult, and pray for them. It is effective. God does hear your prayers. Thank you. God bless.